podcast.
It's the Hoe Rogan podcast.
Kristen and Alli by day, Hoe Rogan by night.
Hey ho.
Hey ho. So I'm going to do the hoedown today because I'm very responsible and I wrote the list.
Yeah, you actually created the list.
Just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
But before we get to the hoedown, we have some very exciting news.
Yes.
Which may be just for us.
Probably. But we're very excited about it.
Yeah, it's like my family can't even really get that excited.
People are like, what? Who? Huh?
Yeah. But Joe Rogan, our namesake, followed us on Instagram.
He followed our Hoe Rogan account.
He followed our Hoe Rogan account.
Which is huge for us because it's like a little
when you have nothing.
Exactly. Totally.
The littlest crumb is something.
Inspired. Literally, that was our inspiration. We were like, we like what he's doing. We want to do something similar. We're stealing his name. We might get sued. So instead of getting sued, he actually supported us. And that's awesome.
Right. We admitted straight out with the name. We're riding your coattails.
Well, right. It was like oh my God.
But how long are his coattails? He's only 5'8".
Yeah. Really long coattails, though. Like, as far as that goes, he's the longest person ever.
Yes.
You know how many people are on those coattails?
Oh, they're dragging. They have mud collected. They have us collected.
It's coattails, and then it's like belts attached to the coattails, and then like whatever thing you can tie to it. Wait, okay, if this worked for us, we should start making other podcasts with other famous podcasters. Like Joel Osteen has to have a podcast, right?
Oh, yes.
Like
yes. So with the Hoe.
Osteen?
Yeah.
Osteen.
Yeah.
What about Joey Chestnut?
Hoey Chestnut? That's perfect.
Oh my
God.
Begging
for
Jonas Brothers. Jonas
Brothers.
We're going to get them all. We're going to get them all on board.
Andrew Huberman last time.
Yeah.
His show's Huberman Lab, so that could be the Hoberman Lab.
Yeah, we're gonna put Hoe in everything. We're gonna monkey wrench it in there, even if it's not meant to be. Also, we're just fully classifying ourselves as hoes now.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you know other podcasts? I don't listen to that many other podcasts.
I listen to not very many either. If something is like controversial that week, I'll listen to that podcast, of course.
Well,
and I listen to Megyn Kelly somewhat recently. I mean, regularly.
Yeah, me too. Megyn Kelly. There's the Things You Should Know podcast.
I always hear people talk about that.
Hoes You Could Know. Hoes You Should Know podcast.
Yeah. Or Things You Can Hoe. Yeah, there's a whole slew. We're going to, give us suggestions if you guys have any.
When something works, go with it.
Yep, exactly.
And so hopefully Joe then realizes how charismatic we are and what a great representation of him we are.
Yes.
And then he's like, come on my show.
Yep. He should actually, of all people, have a network where he puts shows on. It's amazing. He has so much money. Right. He's like, who cares?
Right.
But everyone else who starts having success develops a whole network, I think.
I would only say absolutely if we were doing this podcast, which we are. Otherwise, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a network. I don't need to lift up other people.
Exactly. We don't want to listen to who he recommends. We just want to listen to him and have,
No, but that's surprising he hasn't started a network.
I mean, he's basically, because he's launched all these other people's podcasts, they just aren't on his. If he wanted to have a network, he'd have all those huge podcasts he launched. I think he's just spreading the wealth. He's a really good guy.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
It's cool to not have a network. It's like the ego of, oh, your podcast must be tied to my name.
Yes, because I'm the one who gave you the start. And he's just like, take it, be free,
right.
Make your money.
That's why he is where he is.
That's why he is where he is. And he's so authentic. We always talk about authenticity here. Like, he is so happy to help other people. And you never see successful people like that. Like Howard Stern's the closest thing to him, before him, and paved the way and is the biggest dick to anyone trying to do what he does.
Howard Stern.
Yes, Howard Stern.
He would have never followed us.
He would sue us. He would never.
Yes.
He would literally sue us and try to take it. We have nothing, and he would still take nothing from it. He would
cease and desist.
Yes,
he would
immediately.
Yeah.
He even his whack pack people who literally are like in the streets. He won't give money to or attention or credit to for helping his show. He's like, no, it's all me.
Right.
You guys will be shit without me, and I'll show you that. And Joe Rogan is like, whether you want to do my show or not do my show, I'm giving you an endorsement. And even people who've gotten canceled, he supports.
I wonder if
Howard
there's
Stern
something
turns his back so fast.
I wonder if there's something to do with the fact that Howard has luscious hair, and Joe Rogan has no hair.
Well, Howard's is probably fake.
Oh yeah,
I'm talking about the authenticity.
Oh yeah,
thing,
right,
most
right.
likely, and he would never admit it.
But I love the humility of a bald guy.
Yes,
I really do, and the bald guy that doesn't try to not be bald.
Yep.
He's embracing it. Just shave it all off.
Who cares?
It's a bold
You only
move.
live once. I'm not going to bother.
And you only bald once. No, you bald like
a lot
for years.
Over time. Yeah,
you
it's a
shed
problem.
forever. Yeah, until it's just your ears with hair. That's it.
That is a better look though for guys. I mean, if you're like a tough guy, especially.
Oh, yeah.
a bald look, because then you just look even tougher.
It's the Jason Statham thing.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unless your head is shaped like from SNL.
The cone heads.
The cone heads.
Oh, that would be unfortunate if you went bald and also had like a cone head.
Right. Like, come on. I feel like God has blessed the baldies with decent shaped heads.
Mostly. Yep, for the most part, for sure.
I've not seen a cone head shaped bald person.
Me neither. I've
Maybe
seen
because
people
I'm
with,
on
like, a
Earth
dent
or
in
not
their head.
Mars. Yeah. I think I have the dent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, what
Yeah.
happened? Do you know?
I think my mom just slammed me up against a wall like 15 times and I wouldn't die. No.
And you just have the dent.
My mom has talked about the dent. She had the dent.
Oh, it's just hereditary.
So either it's hereditary or it's the way we were laid as babies.
Oh.
But I love the bouffant, which I know we're men listening to the show, like bouffant. But I love the 1960s kind of poof in the
Okay.
back. And because they've got the flat, makes the bouffant a little difficult. So you got to do a little bit of this,
Teasing
with
it up.
teasing the hair. But anyway, I think if I were bald, it would not be a cone head situation. It would be an
a dent head
indentation
situation.
So,
Aw,
yeah.
They feel like someone dropped that girl on her head when she was a child.
Yeah. And that's why she is the way she is.
All right, let's get to the hoedown.
All right, the hoedown. So we've got a lot we're going to pack in. Amy Schumer's drastic weight loss.
Yeah, Ozempic story. I mean, but the different kind of Ozempic, I guess.
Cheryl Hines book tour / RFK stuff, riding, flights without first class tickets, etc. The House voting just now, about 2 hours ago, to release the Epstein files.
Which I cannot imagine there's anything real in there anymore. I think it's gone through so many hands. It's just fake at this point, but maybe we'll
Everything's
see.
going to be blacked out.
Yeah.
Then Michelle Obama's book tour / hair rant.
Just
And, like, her hating
complaining tour.
Yeah,
it's
like,
just I hate everything and everyone, including my husband,
especially white people
and the country.
And my husband, I feel like,
especially.
is like edging on the border of whiteness.
If
So
I
like,
was
that's
him,
why I
I'd be
hate
like,
him.
all right, you hate me, but do you need to go on tour and tell everyone about it
Right.
constantly?
Right,
like,
right.
enough.
Our life is tour.
Yes. Yeah.
Nikki Glaser on SNL.
Yes. Very cool.
Nancy Pelosi retiring. And then maybe
Very cool.
Marjorie Taylor Greene versus Trump and
Yeah.
the fallout.
That's going to be interesting to see if it works for her going against him, because she's getting a ton of support, but on the Democratic side, and she needs Republican support.
They will support you if you put an arrow into Trump's heart or head. It doesn't-
100%.
Because I've had Democrats say to me before, aren't you embarrassed to be part of people that are involved with Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Yes.
And, we'll get into that.
And
So-
no, I mean, literally, the left started embracing Dick Cheney, I think, when he supported Kamala. It's
Yes,
like
well,
they
same with his
are
daughter.
So, yes, exactly.
The rhinos, they'll totally embrace the rhinos.
Yep.
Both, just the human
Inauthentic. Yeah.
versions. But they would probably support the African version, the safari versions. So I was going to talk about anyway. All right. So
Okay,
Amy Schumer was first on the hoedown.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. Someone who has struggled with their weight for as long as I can remember lost all of it in like 5 days. That was an insane transition to like skinny and hot. And also, she just must have full-time paparazzi now, because I've seen her like in crosswalks, on her own staircase. Like one night she said she didn't feel like going out, but there was still a slew of paparazzi photos from inside her house.
If somebody isn't doing anything right now that's coming out,
Yeah.
they're hiring the paparazzi. Like I know the
They have to be.
Kardashians
Yeah.
hire
Or at least
paparazzi.
tip off paparazzi,
Yeah.
like tell TMZ. But you can't tell TMZ, like, I'm going to be on my own staircase inside my house. I'll just leave the door unlocked.
Well, no, I would imagine like giving the key.
Probably. It's under the doormat. I'm
Right.
going to go in.
Right.
I'm going to just be sprawled, like,
Right.
waiting. Well, she erased all of her fat picture. I mean, just everything from her Instagram.
Which is wild. That's a wild move.
As a celebrity, that's going to attract. So you know that's going to be a major story.
It's obviously going to be a major story. When you have that much conviction to the body positivity movement before.
Yep.
And then
wipe off all your
wipe off any sign that you supported it in any way, shape, or form. Well, I mean, I guess there's like one photo of her in the hospital looking bloated.
Pregnant. It's like
it's like you're bloated and pregnant.
Literally, you just had a kid or about to have a kid, and so that's the one. Like, no, I'm not uncomfortable with my weight. See,
right,
and put up one photo.
Right.
And then she tries to use that like memory stick from Men in Black, and like, no, I was never ever. I was always hot. You guys always try to find any proof.
Right. I would prefer her to just use chloroform and kill me. Please just end this. Just because the number one thing that drives me the most insane is hypocrisy. I swear it trumps murder.
Yeah.
I would preference someone who's just murdering than being hypocritical.
We already talked about that. Yeah,
I know.
If you're just a murderer, but you're like, I'm a murderer. We're like, that's cool.
I at least respect the ownership.
Yes, I agree. And if you're like, I would never murder anybody, and then you go murder someone, that's what pisses me off as opposed to just the murder per se.
Not to make this about me, but to make it about me, when I was in therapy for the first time, and I know therapy is but the therapist said to me, you have a really big problem. I don't know how she phrased it, but you have a really big problem with inauthenticity.
Yeah.
And it stands in the way. And it's good. Like, it's good. So
theoretically, it'll drive you insane because no one's authentic.
Well, it's why I'm in therapy.
Yeah, exactly.
If everyone was authentic.
Yeah.
I
wouldn't have to.
No, I wouldn't be depressed.
Yeah. That's why you love, Seinfeld and Curb so much. I mean, that's why we all do, because literally it'll be like, Larry gets a phone call, like, you want to go to lunch? Nah.
Right.
Like, that's it.
It's just honesty.
Yeah, exactly.
The stop and chat. Nobody wants to stop and chat.
Yeah.
Like, do the wave. I had a recent encounter with a just a kind of a nod with this girl. I was at Walmart. It was when I bought the shirt I was wearing the last time on the show.
Yeah.
And they close now at midnight, which I thought they were 24/7. That was our whole thing, at least the one where I'm from.
Yep.
But I was like, I'm going to be here for that night, like a crazy, wacky person that was like, we're closing in 15 minutes. I was like, what?
Aww.
I'm here to like be my trashy self.
Yeah, exactly. I was all in.
And I think the other girl was too, but we went to the same high school. She looked like shit. I looked like shit. And we both had shopping carts just full of trash. And we did a nod.
That's hilarious.
And it was a perfect stop and chat Larry David situation where we acknowledged there's
Don't
no
need more.
Nope, that's good. And that's real. That's honest.
Yeah.
And we're not going to fake like, oh,
it's
hi,
so
how
good
have
to
you
see
been?
You look amazing.
Yeah, you look amazing at Target at 11:45 and you have 4 kids or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's the authenticity thing. And that's what kills me about Amy Schumer and girls and celebrities and politicians of the like.
Yeah, I totally agree. And that's the thing, like, Amy had the same thing with, and this is what you're talking about, the body positivity, when people criticized her for being very, puffy or whatever when she was not looking great. And she was like, oh my God, I have a disease and you guys are so insensitive. And like, it's just it's like, you can just be like, I love hamburgers. I'm sorry. I'm going to eat them and I'm still going to work. And if it pisses you off, like that would be such a better
I have
situation.
the hamburger disease.
Literally. And you can tell because she took Ozempic and lost the weight. Like it's not, and I'm sure, there's a lot of things that she says she has and are painful things and maybe that causes you to eat.
Yeah.
But a lot of them were causing her to throw up. Which I was like, wouldn't that make you thin before? I was like, how are you still this?
Yeah. Well, it's funny looking at pictures of her. I had flashbacks of the movie Shallow Hal.
Oh, that's.
I was like, maybe I'm just seeing things very nicely. Like maybe I'm not judgmental anymore.
Yeah, like I'm just changed. It's me.
Yeah, she's still the same weight. She just looks like Gwyneth Paltrow.
Can I tell you a theory? And like, I don't mean to do like comic on comic hate because we know Amy Schumer. She's fine. She was always really nice coming up and then became a little bit, standoffish as she got more famous. Nikki Glazer's the opposite.
Because you had to stand super far away because she was so big. Being thin and doing this, it is our brand.
We just have to body shame. Well, Nikki's
we love everybody. We're great humans.
Yeah, and we're joking.
We're joking.
People
jokes.
I don't think she would take that well. But anyways,
I have a crossed eye.
But I was gonna say Nikki, who was always I've known her a long time, and she's always been super nice, but was a little more standoffish when she was younger, the more successful she gets, the more friendly and the more unbelievably like generous is she's gotten. Like I was struggling at one point. She had me write roast jokes for her. Like
she did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And she was like,
you did a really good job writing the jokes.
I mean, this was a long time ago. Yeah, this was not the Tom Brady roast. But still, like, and she's had a lot of people write roast jokes for her. But I think, because Amy was always like the hot comic with a lot of success and really cute, and everyone was after her.
And she was carrying Nikki a bit.
Yeah, Nikki, she like brought along with her, and Nikki was like a little like cute, always cute, but just not as successful, maybe not as cute. And the tide has turned, and Nikki is so hot right now. I think that it took 5 days for Amy to be like, forget it.
Stab me with 12 Ozempics.
Yes. Give me all of the Ozempic. Literally. I just need... I need to weigh 4 pounds.
She's got a plunger from the toilet, just like pulling like anything. She's
just doing
Nikki. Yeah. No,
I always that lights the fire under her ass.
Definitely, and I always had seen somewhat of that coming.
Yeah,
because Nikki is good. She's great. Nikki is somebody who has it,
and they both are very good at the business side of it. But Amy was just. Focused.
Chuck Schumer is her uncle.
Yeah.
Politics. She knows how to play the game.
100%.
They know how to play the game.
And Nikki does too, but it took her longer probably to learn. But she's always been hooked up.
Yeah, she might have an uncle Chuck, but he's not in politics.
Schumer. Yeah.
But like Nikki, just to reinforce what you were saying, Nikki's always been really, really, really nice.
Yeah.
And I remember, obviously, this was so long ago. I don't know how MySpace worked at the time. If you followed someone or requested someone, I can't remember.
Yeah, I still don't remember.
But I don't know if I added, I'm sure it was me adding Nikki to my MySpace page.
Yep.
And she replied right back saying, "Oh my God, a pretty female comedian. Like, what's your story? Tell me about you."
Yeah.
And that was so nice because normally like someone like you would be like, "Fucking cunt." No,
like get out of my business.
You're
no
competition.
room for other female comics here.
Yeah. No, but she was so nice.
Yeah.
And then I remember when she did her first late night set, we didn't know each other that well.
Yeah.
But she had gone to Urban Outfitters and they had picked out an outfit for her. And I remember being out in front of the Hollywood Improv and she came up to me and she was like, "Kristen, what do you think about my outfit? Like, was it okay?" Because she had already taped it. She had just taped it.
Okay.
And then we were watching it at the Improv on their TVs.
Yep.
And I remember thinking like, I don't know why you're asking me. Like, I'm a nobody. Like, I don't have, it's not like I have amazing style right now and I'm not anybody. And so I just always seen her as super genuine. And then I remember once things started shifting really politically, left, right.
Yeah.
I remember specifically saying, "Nikki, please don't be like extreme left because you're so smart and cool and you get it and you're honest and you're real."
Yeah.
And then the next thing I knew, it was something about like
she
whatever.
left.
Yeah.
But I don't think she's someone who cares. She's friends with people all over, I think. I don't think she's someone that's like, don't even talk to me if you even think about voting for her.
I just was like, I held her on a pedestal a little bit. Like, she's going to hold out. She's not going to be like Amy Schumer, but you can only ask for so much.
Yes, exactly.
From someone you don't really know.
And, the more Hollywood embraces people, the further left they're going to go.
Oh,
That's
of course.
just inevitable. That seems to be the Bill Burr thing.
Right.
But her SNL thing was great, I thought. And she got some slap back or whatever you call it, for that's not what you would say. Slap back.
I get some slap back on the weekends. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
I wish.
What is that? Backlash. Thank you.
Slap.
She probably did get some slap back after that set, actually. She looked amazing. I was going to say, like, she probably planned that. That's part of being smart, too. If you're going to be a really edgy, controversial comic, you probably want people to take your monologue and have some issues with it.
That's what we're doing right now. We're trying to get some splashback.
Clap back. Oh, that sounds like a STD. Actually.
It does.
Hopefully no one has a clap back.
Well, no, yeah. I don't know what her set was. I only saw the one piece. So what was controversial?
It was like a joke about showering with her nephew.
Okay, so
and
that's the piece that I saw.
Joke. Yeah, that's what people had problems with.
Yeah, I was describing this on the phone to a client of mine. I don't know why the guys I work with for dating advice. I don't need to talk to them about Amy Schumer's set, but for some reason they pay me to do that. Yeah. But I was saying, it was actually because we were talking about misdirection.
Oh, funny.
and
Okay.
being funny and banter and what misdirection is. And I used Nikki's, that's the only thing I had seen. But Nikki's misdirection of her nephew, if you guys hadn't seen it, being he likes to play with her,
Yeah.
but he's 18 or
Yeah,
whatever. It's a
that's the
misdirection.
mislead, yeah.
It's like a classic misdirection. And I was explaining it to my client, but I said to him, because he knows all about my politics, I was like, people on the right seemed to be offended or like, oh, see, they're all pedophiles about that. And it's like, oh God, that's so cringy. It's like,
you can
you
joke about
guys
stuff without
don't
meaning it.
Don't turn into the people you don't like.
Yes, exactly.
And it's like, I wish you could send out a mass text, almost like an Amber Alert for when like people that you usually align with are being douchey or lame, and just say like, this is
little
not
bitches.
the hill to die on.
Yeah, like let this go.
It's funny.
You're looking ridiculous, being upset about something so minor.
You're pro jokes.
Yes. And you're actually feeding right into it. People who do that know they're going to get the attention from it. And so that's free advertising when people are going to get all up in arms. There's no way you tell a pedophile joke on national network TV and don't think that there's going to be people upset. So you're falling into the trap of getting more publicity.
Right, absolutely.
If you do that. So you're helping her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it is, in sense, a pedophile joke. But it's not like she said, and he's 4 years old, so I love it. It's like she said he was 18, of age. So yes,
so like it
technically
actually
I know
isn't technically a pedophile joke.
Right.
And she wasn't like, and you guys, none of these are jokes. I mean all of this.
Right,
like this is actually my inner monologue.
Right.
You're a comedian.
Right.
We know it's a joke.
Right. So that bothers me when people that get hypocritical that you're usually in line with.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, no. Now you're going to make me look bad. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But was her monologue funnier than the rest of the show? Because I don't know SNL that well right now, but I know it's generally not that funny.
Did not watch the sketches. I only watched the monologue, but a bunch of people have sent me the sketch that just happened with Sebastian Maniscalco. It's a guy playing Sebastian Maniscalco. It was actually really funny.
Okay.
That's the first time I've seen. Actually, that's not true. When Nate's done the show, it's there's been some funny stuff. I never watched the full show. I watch what goes around online from clips.
Who's Nate?
Bargatze.
Oh,
sorry.
Wait, he does the.
He's hosted SNL a couple
Oh,
times.
just hosted, right?
Yeah.
Okay, not
And
actually in the
some of his
cast.
sketches he did were really funny. So there's some. I think they're trying with this new cast to be edgier and funnier, and maybe it's working.
A friend of mine showed me. She knows I'm very on edge about SNL. She showed me the Instagram page of one of the new cast members, and one of the things she did, it was actually pretty funny.
Oh, probably Cam. I don't know his last name actually.
No,
but-
it was a girl.
Oh, okay.
Victoria. I don't know. I feel like it's a V, but maybe just 'cause I'm thinking vagina and woman.
Okay.
But she was doing a sketch of like, I ran a mile in your shoes. And she
Okay.
has her boyfriend's like really big shoes on. And she did really well. It was funny. And I was like, okay.
It was an SNL sketch or just on her page?
On her Instagram.
So-
and I was like, okay, all right.
I see why they hired her. Maybe we
yes,
gotta
I'll give her a chance.
Yeah, so it might be getting better. Since we don't really know much about it, let's move on to the next
Cheryl
topic.
Hines, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Cheryl Hines, not that we know much about this either, but
Exactly.
no. So Cheryl Hines is on her book tour, and she got interviewed by Bill Maher, and you said, because I didn't see it, Bill Maher had like some very strange interaction with her.
Yes. So she's done like the gamut. She's done all of the talk shows, right and left leaning, which is really smart. And people don't know exactly what to do with
They
her.
don't.
They really don't. It's so confusing to them. And you can see that like on The View, they gave her a bit of a tough time. And they're idiots. And she kind of did point out that they're idiots without doing it so specifically.
Oh, good.
It
That's
was
the
great
best.
because they were like, we're sorry to keep asking you about your husband. It's him and not you. It's him fighting these battles.
So passive aggressive.
So passive aggressive. And then they were like, but you do know he's not a doctor, right?
It's like, you guys know you're not doctors either, right?
Yeah, exactly. Or scientists, or even smart,
Or
actually.
philanthropists, or journalists, or researchers, or
Economists, or any-
scientists, or anything.
But she basically was like,
But you
yeah,
speak about everything, like we do.
yeah, exactly. But they're idiots. We're not.
Right, exactly.
But Cheryl Hines was like, I do know that. But do you know that none of the Secretary of Health have been doctors? Two.
Right.
And all time. She was like, Obama's was an economist. And they were like, right. And then one was like, but there have been scientists. And she's like, okay, I would love them to just name one. Everyone's so up in arms about RFK Jr. being the Secretary of Health. And name the last guy, just the last guy. You don't know what he was doing. You don't know. And then the other thing that was great, they were like, well, once again, this isn't your battle, but what we're really worried about is that, and I guess RFK Jr. and Trump literally just got a bunch of vaccines publicly. And yeah, I mean, because they're not anti-vaccine.
Right.
They just want to check and they want to make sure that everyone's able to make their own decisions.
Right.
So they were like, okay, that did happen, but this is what we're worried about is that they are skeptical about vaccine efficacy. And we think that that puts people on guard and makes people less likely to get vaccines. And Cheryl was like, right. Well, they did just do a 60 Minutes on the fund for vaccine injured people. And people are allowed to access this fund now. And so far, it's paid out $5.2 billion. So there is probably some legitimacy there.
Yeah.
And they were like,
Right. I mean, it's just their eyes glaze over.
Yeah. They're like, we're not used to facts.
No.
We don't like that. We're just
Right.
used to an echo chamber where people are like, RFKJ bad.
I wish it was like in Wizard of Oz when you threw water on the witch or something. She just melted. Like,
or just like Pinocchio where the nose grows at least. Something
like something
to
where
show.
they just melt into their chairs and it's just like a goo of Joy Behar's
and Sunny Hosteen
red
and just
hair
the
dye.
grossest goo.
Yeah.
Well, so then I was like, okay, well, the Bill Maher podcast is going to be good because he's somebody who's actually really come to the middle and is very just thoughtful about, how he feels and what issues he takes up. It was the creepiest interview and I just saw clips, but he basically is making this case for how cool he is. And he's like, I'm not like someone on the left or someone on the right. Like, I just call out everybody. I'm just real. Like, if you're on the left and you do something stupid, I call you out. If you're on the right, you do something stupid, I call you out. If you have nice tits, I call it out. And she's like, right, that's what you did when I walked in. And he's like, you do. Your tits look great. And I was like, oh, why? What is this conversation about? Like, is that
weird.
trying to prove she's like one of the guys to me. I've known her for so long. I can say that. Like, what is that? It's just creepy.
I don't know. It seems to undermine her.
Yes, exactly.
But as you and I, both registered misogynists.
Yes, we are not feminists.
We're not
at all.
Even us cringe at something like that. It's just a weird, creepy uncle loser thing to do or say.
And it makes it impossible to respond to because if you're like, that's offensive, it makes the whole... that was the beginning of the interview. And if you're like, oh, which is what they force... Like, people complain about girls being giggly. That's why you have to giggle off these awkward comments because it's like, what am I supposed to say to that?
But
she was very calm through it. She was just like, thank you.
Okay, so let me ask you something, though.
Yeah.
Was she asking for it? Did she have a low top
nice.
on? Yeah. I've never thought about Cheryl Hines'
I don't think I've ever
boobs
noticed
in my life
either.
No.
I didn't. Even after that comment, I didn't notice, which is weird.
No.
You'd think that we'd start to be like,
right.
She must have nice.
She must,
because Bill calls it out like he sees it. And
he also smokes pot on his podcast, which maybe intensifies things. I'm not going to give him an excuse.
Was another thing he said. He said, the whole thing was creepy. He was like, hey, like what we do right now, like smoking pot and having these conversations. He said two things in life are worthwhile. Basically smoking pot and having these conversations and fucking. And then she had to respond to that.
Oh, God.
Like, I would be like, Bill, I don't want to picture you fucking.
What did she say to it?
She was just like, there's other things that bring you pleasure. Like, there's food. There's but she was kind of, you could see that it wasn't like a fun line of topics.
So there's two things. I've never thought about Cheryl Hines' tits.
Yes.
And I've never thought about Bill Maher having sex before.
Oh, you've fantasized about Bill Maher. You know you have. You've told me you've had these.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I love the drab. Oh, I can't do impressions.
I love when you
I love receding
hairlines.
hairlines.
And you're better than everyone.
Yeah. I've never
no one's
looked at him
fucking...
as a sexual creature ever. So that's a new thing. Now, I don't know, maybe I'll have something to go home to.
No, I doubt it. But yes, possibly. Well, and then there was a third thing, if you want more. He also told her that he masturbates before every podcast. To which she was like, did you masturbate before this podcast? He's like, yeah, that's why I'm telling you.
What?
And I was like, okay, is he just like a guy who has a crush on Cheryl Hines and doesn't know how to handle it and is just the creep is coming out of him? And I don't watch his
I feel
podcast,
like-
so maybe all of his podcasts are that way.
Well, I feel like someone who masturbates before a podcast doesn't say I masturbated before the podcast because they got it all out.
Yeah.
The energy is out of the system. It's kind of like
So
the
he
something
actually
about
really
Mary thing.
still needed to
Right, he
masturbate
had
and was
more to-
pretending
yeah.
that he...
he didn't get it all out or something. But that's really weird because I do watch a fair amount of Bill Maher and I've never heard him say anything like
Sexual, yeah.
But
It is one of those things where, you know, when people have their own show and then they do their own podcast and you're kind of like, why are you doing this? I watch you all the time on your show. Maybe he is this very different person
Yeah.
in his real life that he has to be the weird, creepy, sexual guy on his podcast. And
Yeah.
he can't do that on Politically Incorrect.
I wonder what kind of people he has sex with. I would say women.
You don't know?
No.
Oh, like
Who's his
usually
type?
like really young, trashy women. Like
Really?
right now, there was a story he went home with, I think, I have to look it up. Al Pacino's ex, you know, the really young
I was
girl
really
that just
hoping that
had.
was just going to be Al Pacino. He's having
That
his
would be
baby.
amazing. Al Pacino had a baby with a girl who's like 25, I
Right.
think.
Let's pretend Bill Maher was the 25-year-old girl. That'd be
Exactly.
incredible.
And I think he went home with that girl. Yeah, he tends to like, I think, very young, kind of like trashy, like slutty women.
Yeah.
So
we're right up his alley.
yeah, exactly.
No pun intended, alley.
I don't know if our tits would qualify.
No, definitely.
He's like, I call it out, and you guys do not have
No.
great tits.
Yeah. You don't even have tits.
Yeah, sorry.
I call that
Sorry,
out.
I need to say it. If I
Yeah.
see it, I need to say it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's interesting. I'm surprised because I tend to never see that, but I also just watch clips of him. So maybe they're not clipping that. But
That is weird to me, and I haven't seen much about it. That I would have thought would get more attention, but they're just so focused in on the Cheryl Hines RFKJ situation that they're not going to show her being like sexually molested by Bill Maher, probably.
yeah, I'm surprised that she stayed with him.
She was
I thought
very...
she was going to give in.
Wait, with RFK Jr.?
Yeah,
When he cheated?
Yeah, because Larry, I mean, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Larry's a super anti-right, anti-Trump person.
Oh.
Super anti.
Yeah.
Which,
Oh, yeah. He attacked Bill Maher, actually, when Bill Maher met Trump.
oh, he did?
He did a whole, like, my dinner with Hitler, because Bill Maher was like, I actually had a great dinner with Trump. And he was like, I had a great dinner with Hitler.
It is one of those, not that I met Larry, but it's like, don't meet your heroes kind of thing. It's like, don't know your hero's politics.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be so disappointing. The fact that Larry can think the way that he thinks and his thinking is authenticity. And
Yeah.
the fact that he could get duped and tricked by the left to be so indoctrinated says so much about the power of propaganda and of, it blows my mind that it was like, him, Bill Burr, like Nikki Glaser. There's certain ones where I'm like, no, they're too smart.
Yeah.
They're like too aware of
At least
bullshit.
just don't talk about it.
Right, their whole life is like calling out bullshit.
But it is exactly what you said. It's indoctrination, because once you are, that's like Howard Stern. That was everyone's hero growing up that never, he gave celebrities hard times. He called out bullshit. The second he got embraced by Hollywood, he goes so far left. You have to if you want to survive in that. If you want to make all the money and be the darling. And that's like what I think about Warren Buffett. Like, for instance, he's one of the richest guys in the world, but people love him because he acts like he's all for these like leftist ideas where it's like, there's no reason my secretary should pay a higher tax rate, blah, blah, blah. I'm just this regular guy.
I'm not Warren Buffett. I'm Warren Buffet.
Yeah, I eat at the old home
Right,
buffet. And
right.
He is this like dowdy, and he knows it's like if you act like a supervillain, if you act like Elon Musk as a billionaire, people are gonna hate you. If you were like, I still live in Nebraska, and I don't, people are like, oh, you're a good billionaire.
Right.
None of them are, trying to pay more taxes. No matter what they say.
And all of the majority of these vaccine injury payouts are from vaccines that Bill Gates created.
Yeah.
And chose to test on the innocent in countries in Africa.
Didn't someone just told me he just changed his whole stance on global warming?
He really?
I don't know. Someone said that. That should be a topic for our next one. I'll look it up while we
Yeah, no, I didn't hear about that. But
you'd think that would make bigger.
Speaking of global warming and Cheryl Hines, Cheryl and RFK Jr. were flying economy.
Yes.
Or flying just regular normal people.
JetBlue, I think,
class.
which doesn't, yeah, exactly, which is economy. Yeah,
right,
pretty
yeah.
much. Yeah, I think they were on a flight that, I don't know if there was another class. A lot of JetBlue doesn't have anything other than economy. which is so great because people act like they're these elitist, out of touch people. Meanwhile, Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, all of these no kings people are on private jets. Like we were just talking about earlier, Elizabeth Warren was on a private jet hiding to pretend she wasn't.
When she got off, she hid behind her assistant, and it's literally like, do you know, to that assistant, she would use you as a shield from the camera or from bullets.
Guns, yes.
Easily.
Yep.
I mean, it's so hypocritical. And then she was just endorsed by George Soros. So
I hate billionaires, but please give me money, billionaires.
Yeah, and
I'm fully supported by them.
Right. I'm going to ride on this private jet. I feel like
all of these people take so much money from billionaires.
Yeah.
The No Kings is hilarious too, because Trump, who's been in office, this is his fifth year in office, and they're like, he's a king, he's a dictator. Elizabeth Warren, Chuck Schumer, they've been there 40 plus years. Nancy Pelosi's just retiring. She's been there 950 years.
Right.
Talk about no kings. Step the fuck down.
Right.
Do what George Washington did if you believe in this country.
Oh, yeah. No, George Washington. Oh, my God. I watched a biography on him recently.
Yeah.
He's the shit.
Yeah.
He he loved this country so much.
Yeah.
I learned so many things that I didn't really realize. He stepped away. He was like, I did what I felt I was meant to do.
Had so much foresight at that given time, because that was the time of kings. Like once you had the power, you seized the power.
And he was like, nope, I'm going away to what his home plantation place was, or
with
whatever.
Slaves, so people don't like that.
Where he got his teeth.
Don't like that part of it. Yeah, exactly.
But he stepped back and
and had John Adams take over.
He introduced the donkey to I think the U.S. between fighting, the British and getting independence. That he brought the donkey around because it was more efficient for farming or something. Like it wasn't like having
other than
a horse.
Horses?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing!
Yeah.
I love donkeys.
Right. And now I'm acting like a donkey because I have no idea what I'm. Yeah. So it's me saying the.
I love that. I thought it was going to be someone specific. He introduced the donkey,
like the donkey.
Exactly, the donkey to some. I thought it was going to be who was the queen that supposedly was having sex with her horse?
Oh God,
Queen Catherine or something. I thought it was going to be one of those.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
You're going to embarrass me because of my history knowledge.
Well, no one should know.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that was a rumor that was untrue. But yeah,
that's crazy rumor to get going back in the day.
And it was like viral. I mean, before internet,
Yeah, right. No, that's crazy.
Something to go viral. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Anything viral rumor-wise before the internet
is insane.
That's the OG. That's the real deal.
You probably did fuck your horse.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, how would everyone get that information?
Right. I mean, they do have, they have the big... They got the big...
some people are size queens.
They got the big stuff.
Yep.
So she was a queen and a size queen.
Yes, she was. She got hers.
Yeah. Also size queen. I don't know. Moving on to Michelle Obama.
Oh, yes.
And her book tour and talking about, style, specifically hair.
Well, actually, can I first say, speaking of the George Washington thing, one of her complaints was that she had to wake up every day in a house that was built by slaves.
Oh, yes.
Which it's okay. And I don't think you were thinking about it every day. Literally, and then you spent $70 million on vacation while you were in the White House. Like, was it that hard for you?
That was also definitely catered to by essentially slaves.
Yeah. And guess what? Slavery right now is at an all-time high in the world.
In the world.
You're still complaining about something that doesn't affect you or the generation before you. And the generation before that, it's so frustrating.
Well, there's a wild dissonance between this kind of culture because they promote no shame. Yeah. Like, be proud, be proud, be proud, be proud. Like, I'm proud that I'm this. I'm proud that I'm that. I'm proud that I'm this. But they're also the biggest supporters of shame when it comes to being from the United States.
Yeah.
Being, I don't know, anything but white. Or no, being white.
Yeah.
Being white. And so it's like, wait, do you like shame?
Successful. It's
being successful. Do you like shame?
The whole country was built because people were yearning to be successful and to make a good living for themselves. And now that's like a problem if you had ancestors that wanted to be successful.
Right. But it's like, do you like shame or do you not like shame?
Yeah, no.
It's like, pick one and go with it. Please.
Can't. Incapable.
Yeah. But the shame thing, like I've got down pat. I think you've got down.
Yeah.
I think make shame great again kind of thing is necessary because it keeps people humble. There's some humility. Like I feel shame just being here.
Yeah.
Like who am I?
That's what literally also
it's
that was
good to
the
have
great
shame.
thing about Joe Rogan following us. We were literally just saying everything feels so cringy. Like I'm always ashamed of everything I do until someone's like, oh, I liked that. And then I'm like, oh my God, really?
Right. Like when I sent you a text yesterday, I was like, I changed the caption a little bit because I felt anxious. And it's just all shame. Like I'm like, he, her.
Well, that was you being too nice because I literally, the clip that we were putting out was about Joy Behar talking about the black experience and she's done blackface. So I was like, let's say old blackface Behar. And you're like, all right, let's step back a little.
And usually I'm all for it, but I was like,
that is a lot.
I think because at the end of that clip, I weigh a little heavy in that department.
Oh, that's funny.
So I'm like,
so you're like, I'll
double
balance
up.
it out.
Yeah, I don't want to double up.
I think we should just try to make that catch on though. Blackface Behar.
Oh,
Every time
yeah.
we talk about her.
And
old blackface Behar.
I swear to God, when I went to type it and I typed old blackface, like
that's
and
hilarious. I was like, I can't do it.
But it just is perfect. The old.
Ugh. And then Michelle, the Obama, like, okay, you're black. You have a black experience. Obviously, you're waking up next to the most powerful man in the U.S. To say this country hasn't made leaps and bounds, you got there being a black woman. Most people who voted for you were white people. Like, where is all this struggle? Who are the people who hate you? She's talking about having to wear her hair in a certain way to please white people. We're not asking for it.
She said something about like the
get white people out of our hair. She wanted a law to get passed to get white people out of her hair. It doesn't even make sense.
Right. We aren't daily or even yearly or century-ish ever in your hair. Ever.
Never.
Yes. She goes, and don't ask to touch it, which I get. Because I, like, as a kid, I was curious.
I actually had that. I had a whole podcast with my friend Vaughn about... Well, because she got her hair cut, and I touched it. I was like, I love it. And she was literally like, that is so disrespectful. And I'm like, why? And then we had a whole conversation, because I'm like, I would do that to you. You got highlights in your hair. Like, I would touch it. It has nothing to do with race.
Right. Well, my theory is, if everything should be equal, and we want everything to be equal, then we should treat everything equally.
Yes.
So that means if you get your hair cut and I go, oh, I love your hair, and I touch it, then it's the same for a black person's hair because it's normal. It's a black person's hair. There's nothing weird about it. There's nothing odd about it.
Personally, I don't want you to touch my hair, and that's fine, but no one's doing it out of just like, I feel like I'm just allowed to because you're a black person.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
No, yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But so there was this comic that I came up with that was very funny. He was always really good. He was a black kid. And when he wasn't doing well, he would start doing like a tap dance. And he'd be like, oh, I get it. You guys want to see me shuck and jive. That's what's going on. And it's like, no one is asking. Like,
Johnny Carson actually did that originally. When a joke would bomb on The Tonight Show, he would do this dance.
Oh, I thought he would do the golf swing. Wasn't that his thing mostly?
Maybe he did a golf swing, but I know he did a dance too.
Well, this guy would do a very like old-timey, whatever you would say, like minstrel show dance. This is what you guys want. This is why you're not laughing at me, because you're expecting me to act. And it's like you're making everyone uncomfortable by saying that, because no one was even thinking that at all. Like everyone's just, your jokes aren't funny or they are funny.
Well, the thing is, Michelle Obama, by doing that conversation, she is grifting. I hate the word grift, but she's grifting. It keeps her relevant, but it also creates this feeling of more of a divide than there actually is.
Yeah.
And then the people on the left will use that as proof that, like, everybody else is racist. And it's like, no, just because she's calling it out doesn't mean it's actually happening.
It's not.
No.
At all. And also, she made it to the White House. Everyone voted for them. She was beloved. She was on the cover of Vogue.
Yeah.
She was on, you can do what you want. Literally, you would start a trend. If you wore Afro puffs, everyone would start wearing Afro puffs.
I mean, women love white women love Michelle Obama.
Oh my God. White men, guess who voted for them? Mostly white people.
Right. And so I don't know, like, what the end game is here. Is it just to completely, like, in her words or her defense, she would say, my end game is to make things more equal and blah, blah, blah. But it's making things worse.
No, I don't think that is the end game. It's first of all, it's an attention economy.
Attention.
Yes.
It's book sales. It's money. I mean, right?
It's gotta be. And also when you keep being like, I just want to be left alone. Don't write a book. Don't go on a press tour.
Right.
There's plenty of ways to be left alone.
Right.
Actually, that was a funny thing that literally I was watching a thing about JFK Jr.'s plane crash. And there's like there's documentaries on everything now.
Yeah.
But there's one on him and Carolyn Bessette. And like, that was one of his things about flying. He was apparently a terrible pilot and his plane was like very unsafe. But he was like, I just was never left alone. That's the only place where I can get left alone. It's like, you can't close the door to your apartment.
Right.
You can't sit in a car.
Right.
Like, these celebrities are crazy. It's that hard. I need to fly up in the sky in this unsafe vehicle that I don't know how to operate just to be
get
left
away.
alone. It's like, go into your mansion, shut the door.
Right.
And you're there. You
Right.
did it.
It's not like they're locked away in a studio apartment on the Lower East Side in Manhattan.
But even
where
if they were,
can't,
you could get alone there. Like,
you could. I mean, you
pull
might
down
go
the
a little
shade.
insane.
Yeah.
Selfie. But you will have privacy.
Yeah. And you know what?
But in your
you won't
mansion-
kill yourself in a plane for, acting like, this is the only place. This is it. Otherwise, people find me everywhere else. It's like, you can figure out how to be left alone.
Right. Or just like, I don't know, when you walk, scrunch down so you're not 6'4".
Put on a hat.
Yeah. I mean, but it is like, it's just this kind of sickening,
Attention
continued
economy.
attention.
And
Yeah.
the poor me thing.
Poor me.
It's like, oh my God, you're worth $100 million. You are a fashion icon, a political icon. It's like, why do you
Magazine
hate
cover.
everyone? You could have never done any of this in any other country, and you just tore about how much you hate this country. Like, what are you trying to do? I don't get it either.
Yeah. Do you know much about the Nicki Minaj kind of swap over to the Trump side? Have you heard much about that?
No.
I know I'm kind of crowbarring that in, but
No, sure. I don't know it.
she called out Trump and thanked him for calling out the massacre of Christians.
Oh,
And,
wow.
And she got obviously like huge
Backlash.
slap back.
Slap back.
clap back,
She
slap
probably does
back.
get a lot of slap back.
Yeah, I mean, just from
imagine.
the. But she kind of took a stance, and I thought that was cool, but I didn't see much more about it. I just was wondering if
No,
you
I
might
haven't
be
either.
more knowledgeable than me.
No. Anyone who knows anything, let us know. I'll
But
try
it's-
to look it up real quick while we're.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty cool.
We can
and
have
she
a
actually,
Nicki
unlike,
Minaj a trois.
Ooh, yeah, we could. You're turning into Bill Maher.
I really am.
I was going to
Nice
say.
tits, I masturbated.
Yes, exactly. I always do that before every podcast. We both do.
I would be so much happier if I did.
That is the funniest thing to think you can just tell people on your podcast. Like, wouldn't anyone just be like, am I on like a candid camera show? Like, why are you telling me this? Like, what is my response supposed to be?
That's what's so crazy about comedians is that you do feel like you get a pass to say or do anything.
And the more shocking, the better.
The more shocking, the
yeah,
better.
You're waiting for a reaction.
Yeah, you have a pass to say anything.
Well, and she at least has a background in improv, so she can take anything thrown at her. But it did not look like she was having fun. She was
No,
very slow,
yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah.
so you did that before. Like, she was trying to go with it, but you could tell that she was just like, why can't I just be a normal person to you?
Do you know that she has a star on the Walk of Fame?
No, Cheryl Hines does?
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, so you had to be like a mega movie star.
I'm wondering
I
if
think
that's why Bill Maher was making the moves, because I feel like you should maybe make the moves on somebody to get a star on the Walk of Fame for
That's
being on Curb.
pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's always perplexed me.
Okay, yeah, Nicki Minaj thanks Trump, says faith is under attack in UN speech about religious violence in Nigeria. Yeah, so here's the thing, like, and once again, she's actually keeping it real, unlike Bill Maher.
Right.
With the nice, it's like, she's probably not a Trump fan, but she's like, he's doing something good here.
And I'm
gonna
gonna
give him
give him
credit.
some props.
Yeah. Most people can't do that. It's all or nothing team sports. But she's someone, though, that I think probably is great at taking,
Yeah, and that's when you know they're not in a call, and it's just like, I'm gonna give myself credit here, but it's like me calling out like the right for getting mad at Nikki Glaser for making a joke about like her 18-year.
Exactly.
Like if you can't call out people that you usually agree with, then you're a little lost.
Yeah.
She's obviously got a very measured brain, and she hasn't gotten lost in the Hollywood machine.
Yep.
And I don't know,
I think she also actually enjoys being in beefs. So it's probably good.
That's
She's probably
true.
like, come at me, bro.
That's cool. Yeah, like
she's like, I haven't had any in a while, so let's
Right.
just start and get the whole left after me.
that's actually a good point.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, some rapper beef.
Yeah, exactly.
All of a sudden, she's pop. What?
You're so white.
I'm so white.
You're like, yeah, pop.
Well, well, speaking of that though, when you hold the gun, it's always kind of like the. I think this is why they miss and hit like
the gangster
children.
thing. Yeah, I don't know why.
It's like no, you should probably properly aim, so
don't
we're
know
not
why
getting
that
like
became
kids
cool.
that are innocent.
Exactly.
Why are we holding like that? You can't. Nobody, not even like Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore could. But this. It can't be a good technique. That's all
It's
I'm
a
saying.
terrible technique. Yeah, you're not gonna. There's gonna be some collateral damage. You're not gonna hit your target
right.
at all.
Right. I think there should be a little bit more.
Good. Yeah, you need to look through the scope.
Yes. Speaking of scope, I'm just going to keep transitioning with speaking
I know.
of.
What could that be? Wait, let me. Yeah, what could that be transitioning into?
Well, the scope of the approval of the House voting to release the Epstein files.
Yeah,
So that just happened, like I said, a couple hours ago.
this story it's been forever through every administration. You know, the Biden administration, the Trump administration. These files exist. Let's figure out who's trying hardest to keep them sealed. Shouldn't that be a clue? I mean, I don't understand what the issue is. Then you even had the girls themselves going up on the hill, the victims. They wouldn't even give names. They were like, oh, if you guys don't release the files, we're going to give. It's like, give them now. What is happening? I don't understand what's going on. And whatever is left in these files has been gone through by every administration at this point. I doubt that they're real. Things have been planted. Things have been redacted. Like, it's going to be another nothing burger like what happened before when a bunch of emails got released and everything was what we already knew. It was Prince Andrew was there. Clinton was there.
Right.
Bill Gates was there.
Right. And it's also kind of wild that after the government shutdown, this is the first thing that the Democrats go to.
Yeah.
When they had 4 years under AutoPen to release them.
Yeah.
And they didn't. And all of a sudden, that's the most pressing thing after the government opens.
Because now they think Trump's in there, but that was never in there before.
And they redacted the name. You know, I mean, the whole thing is it's so convoluted.
Yeah.
And trying to follow it, it's like trying to follow the cheesiest soap opera. I'm like, is this Day of Our Lives? Is that what it's
Days
called?
of Our Lives.
Is this Days of Our Lives?
Do you think that Virginia Guffrey girl was killed, or you think she killed herself?
I think she was killed.
Yeah, for sure.
So she has Instagram posts referring to Trump as hopefully our future president.
Okay.
She's confirmed that when she was alive, that he had never done anything and she didn't see his name anywhere.
Yeah.
And she just happens to kill herself.
Yeah.
Okay. The DNC accepted $32,000. Not that that's that much, but from Epstein, the Republicans didn't accept any money from Epstein. And then we've got Stacey, what's her name from? I just wrote it wrong. Autocorrected to Basket.
Stacey Basket.
But it's something like that. I think it might be Basket, but it's just spelled Basket. From the U.S. Virgin Islands. Caught texting. Did you hear about this? She was caught texting with Epstein.
Oh, I did see something about this. Yeah.
And asking him, like, what do you want me to say during trials in 2019?
Right.
To basically try to pin things on Trump. And Epstein personally said that Trump never got a massage. He personally said that in the emails that they released, or massage, or like, you know, those other things.
Yeah.
Of course, Trump exiled him from Mar-a-Lago in like 2015 when he was acting
creepy towards
inappropriate.
people's daughters. Yeah.
And I commented that on something, and the person wrote back, "What was Trump doing hiring young girls anyway?" It's like, do you think Trump is sitting there doing the hiring process, like
also,
for waitresses?
Every hostess and waitress
Every
is
hostess
like
and waitress
that was my first job.
That was
when I
my
was
first
16
job as a
years old.
hostess.
Yeah, that's exactly what you do as your first job, and then you become a waitress when you're 18.
Right. And
Yeah.
what's crazy was it was like when they were smoking or non-smoking. Still,
Oh my
like,
God.
when I did it, which,
Yeah.
like, feels like it ages me, but
That is so funny. There used to be sections with no barriers. They were smoking and non-smoking.
Felt like such an asshole
insane.
because they'd say non, and the only table open would be like directly next to the smoking section. But technically, and so I would be walking with the menus, going like, "Please don't call me out.
You're
Please don't call me out."
Yeah, you're fanning away as you're walking.
I call the
fine.
fire department. Like,
Exactly.
I fart just to like get some sort of
Air motion going.
Yeah.
That the whole
Airspray.
Thing. And then they had, I mean, the internet's unbelievable. They latch on to anything because then they had that email about Trump blowing Bubba.
Right.
Did you see that? Which no one understands, but they've made out that, Bill Clinton's nickname was Bubba and that Trump was actually blowing him, which is obviously not.
Right. So he's the new Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah. And he was a pedophile, but he's also a gay guy who likes Clinton. Like, how many things are you going to make him do?
Right. So they redacted the actual victim's name in that email.
And it was Virginia.
Was it her?
I think so. I heard something on Megyn Kelly about it. And they were like, and there was no reason to redact it. It hadn't been redacted, but they wanted to act like it was a different
because
victim.
that victim was on Trump's side. So they couldn't have her name there because then it would make their emails look bad. I said this in 2020 and I said it again because I like to reuse shit in 2024. But I said Trump is like the Roadrunner Trump. I said Trump is like the Roadrunner and the Democrat Party is like Wile E. Coyote. I'm gonna say that again. Trump is like the Roadrunner and the Democratic Party is like Wile E. Coyote, where he does everything in his power to get the Roadrunner.
Yeah.
And every single time, no matter what he does, the Roadrunner is just like, meep, meep, and then flies off and there's dust behind him.
Into a wall.
Yeah, and they went directly into a wall and there's a train coming at them and it's like, wah, wah. So with this Epstein stuff, it's the same thing. It's like they're like, ooh, gotcha, like Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
And then Trump
nothing.
again, like the Roadrunner's just like, meep, meep, bye, because nothing is going to come out against him in the Epstein files. And he honestly, him not releasing them was protecting them.
I mean,
it was protecting
there has
them.
to be very powerful people, he's protecting, that they're all protecting. Because Biden was protecting them too.
Right.
And we already know because a lot of people resigned from major jobs for being part of that thing. Andrew, Prince Andrew got exiled from the world. We know bad shit happened. We know a lot of the people who were involved. So the rest of the guys, I mean, until there's real proof, and, it's crazy because when people are pedophiles, like when he was like, oh, Jeffrey likes the girls young. Have you ever seen Trump with anyone who wasn't like a Playboy model, like a fully developed fake boob?
Right.
Like he likes ridiculously adult looking women, like porn star women.
Yes.
Stormy Daniels.
Right.
Melania's got the big fake boobs.
Right.
Ivana Trump. Like,
it makes me feel bad that he wouldn't be into me.
Yeah. I mean, you have like this modelly look, but you would definitely need to do something
what
there.
What is this boy doing in front of me?
Exactly.
I am not a gay man.
I feel like this trans person's got to go.
Yeah. Well, I had something so good to say. I do
about
this
how
like
we
once
know
every
when
show.
someone's a pedophile.
Yeah, I don't know. It might come back.
Yeah. That's when it's supposed to come back, is when you're not thinking about it.
Yeah.
If you make an effort, it never works.
Yeah. But no, everything is going to work out in his favor per usual.
It always does. He's the most investigated person on the planet, and they haven't gotten him with anything. I mean, it's unbelievable what he's managed to evade. I would be terrified if I were him, because even if I knew that I had a clean slate and I was not doing anything wrong, the chances of getting a New York jury that are just going to put you away because you're Trump is huge.
Yeah.
So, and he has had to make some unfair payments.
Well, like the whole like Trump is a rapist stuff. If someone says Trump is a rapist, Trump is a pedophile,
Trump is a 36-time felon.
Right. It just screams to me, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
And so you just showed me all your cards.
Yeah.
You just showed me you have no brain whatsoever. So I'm not going to even entertain this, but the Trump is a rapist, just so people know, and anyone listening to this probably might already know this. I feel like anyone who I would want to hear this wouldn't be listening to this. But E. Jean Carroll, she filed, it was a civil suit.
Yeah.
So you cannot actually get somebody on rapist charges
if it's
in
not
a civil suit.
Yeah.
It's not a criminal suit. And Kathy Hochul, I don't know if I've said this before, Kathy Hochul just happened to change a law of the statute of limitations.
Which is what ended up getting Diddy, too. That bunch of people went down because of that. Yeah,
right.
But she did it for Trump.
It was for Trump.
Yeah.
It was perfect timing, like 2022. Oh, we'll just change this whole thing where you don't need a statute of limitations anymore so that we can charge Trump with something.
Yeah.
But they didn't have enough actual proof and or evidence to take it to a criminal court because they knew it would never stand up against actual scrutiny.
Yeah.
And she had no witnesses. She had no actual evidence.
She didn't know what day it happened in, I don't think. She was, I mean, you can't, it's 30 years ago.
They got people in New York. They got a few people on a civil jury in New York to say, yeah, he did it, most likely, which wasn't even a charge of rape. It was for sexual assault and like some sort of not emotional damages, but like your character assassination.
Oh, it was libel. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's like that
he said he didn't do it. Yeah, and it was like, you're not allowed to say that because we think you did, which is crazy that you can't just defend yourself and say, but I didn't.
Right.
Like, no.
Right. But for some way, somehow, in people's minds, the headline is Trump is a convicted rapist.
Yeah.
When he wasn't even on trial for rape.
Well, that's why
like,
CBS had to pay him a ton of money because George Stephanopoulos kept saying he was an adjudicated rapist and they had to pay him $16 million because of it.
Right.
And he knew that. I mean, he's a smart guy.
Right.
He knows that, but he just wanted to get that. People want it in their head. They just want to get it in people's heads.
They want the worst. They don't want to hear good news about Trump.
Bill Clinton, who is clearly a rapist, like he actually he paid off Paula Jones $850,000.
Trump paid like $150,000.
Yeah, exactly. And that was what his felony was.
Right.
It's insane.
36. It was just to give these people talking points, like to parrot like robots.
Yep.
Oh, but he's got all these 30. Is it 34 or 36?
36, I think.
I think I haven't heard it enough from these
I know.
people. But it's just wild what propaganda
if you just
does.
ask people one question further, if people are like, oh, he's a convicted rapist, 34-time felon, and you're like, oh, why? What was the incident? They can't. It's like the RFK Jr. Like, he's the worst Secretary of Health ever. Oh, who was the one before him? Like, just ask one question of all these. It was like when they had the pro-Palestine rallies from the river to the sea. Oh, what river? What sea?
Right. They have no idea.
No idea. People have no clue. It's so,
and it's like, I don't either, but I don't pretend to be out there protesting.
Exactly. We're not going out there with signs.
And if I did, I would do a little research first. But it's like, if you talk the talk, you got to walk the walk kind of thing. And like in those scenarios, I know I would be full of shit, so I wouldn't go walk the walk.
Yeah.
So I would stay home and not
And if you were passionate about something, you would actually know what you were talking about.
Right. I just wonder, I swear Michael's Arts and Crafts is behind all these protests. Like, they are just making so much bank.
Yeah, you're right, because what else are they good for? It's a wild thing that store exists. It's just an arts and crafts store.
Right.
It tells who does arts and crafts to that level that they have massive
it's
real
fully
estate.
Operating?
Yeah.
Because I remember Suzanne Fabrics, or it was something like that.
That sounds right, maybe.
Suzanne Fabrics?
Joanne Fabrics.
Joanne. It was some Joanne, Suzanne, some suburban, like...
name of a housewife.
Miserable woman.
Yes.
Yes, Joanne Fabrics. Like, that went out of business. Understandably so, because we don't need fabrics for protests. Yeah. But Michael's... Yes,
has
people
the
like to make
poster board.
scrapbooks, but they've got the poster board, they've got the marker, they've got everything. They've got everything. So I think Michael's, once it all comes down to it.
Maybe it's a money laundering front.
I swear.
It might be. I used to do a joke about conspiracy theories, and I would ask people if they had a good one. And some of them were wild, but one of them said that all mattress stores are money launderers. Yeah, he's like, they're on every corner. You only buy a mattress like once every 10 years. And I was like, ooh, that could be true. That could be Michael's too.
I think you might have said that to me before.
Oh, because that's in your head?
Yeah.
Or you might have been
that.
at a set when it
oh, yeah.
was happening. That probably is
what it is. Yeah. I was like, boo.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard the show.
Next.
No, but that's so true.
Yeah, it is. It's so weird. I mean, when you think about those things, you're like, oh, yeah, that is odd.
Right. But there are so many things that you only buy once and you don't really buy again, like condoms. I'm just kidding. I don't know. But
who buys those ever?
I was just desperately looking for something.
Hoe Rogan.
Is Hoe Rogan?
Use condoms.
Yeah. So for time-wise, It's 5:18, so I know you've got to run. I think we have
Do we have
one more thing?
Yeah, we have time for that because I think I have a hard out at like 5:30.
Okay, you just have a hard, and I have a hard on at 5:30.
You should have taken care of that before the podcast,
Yeah.
like Bill Maher.
Yeah. So I guess just a couple things like Nancy Pelosi retiring, and like the fact that she gets to retire while all these people who are doing insider trading are like in jail rotting away, and she gets to retire with millions and millions.
Hundreds and that's. I mean,
Damn you, Nancy.
unbelievable. And it is so funny. She literally turns into a Chappelle sketch every time anyone asks her about it. She's like, look over there, and just runs away. It's great. It's unbelievable just that those laws allow that to happen. Because she's not the only one. She's the most successful one.
Yeah.
But not the only one who is allowed to just go and literally, like, what's the policy? And then just run to her husband and be like, place this trade.
Right. They'll
It's
never
insane.
know.
Yeah, exactly. And guess what? If they do, it's what you're talking about shame. It's like when you used to get caught doing something that other people would be upset by, you'd feel shame. No
Yeah.
one does anymore. Like, it was like I kind of love this guy, actually, George Santos. The Republican,
he got
congressman
really
who lied about
Trump-
everything.
Trump-
Yeah, pardoned him. People are really pissed about
Yeah,
that. But he had no shame. Like, everyone in his face was like, none of this made sense. Like, you lied about everything. And he was just like, I'm on OnlyFans and I'm on whatever that one is where you buy like birthday messages.
Oh yeah. When you buy the fan thing, it's like for fans.
It was big for a minute. I can't remember anymore.
Yeah.
But he was like, I made more money in 2 days on those websites than I made in Congress anyways, because he was shameless. Like, that's
Right.
what people eat up.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's how you are successful. That's how Nancy Pelosi can make $300 million because she does it in our face. And she's literally like, what are you going to do about it?
Right. So in that sense, I guess I should kind of respect Nancy Pelosi.
Well, no, because she's still acting like she's doing it.
Yeah,
But she's
that's
like,
true.
what are you talking
yes,
about?
she doesn't
like,
own up to it.
Yeah,
Right.
you're more successful than Warren Buffett. How is that possible? No, what? I
Right.
gotta go.
Right.
I should
But-
just retire.
I know. But how much money could she actually have left after like all the work she's done on her face to hold it up? It's just like
Yeah.
it's a lot of work to hold that.
She needs the
Backward.
work to hold her tits up. Have you ever seen her tits?
No.
They are massive.
Again, someone's tits I never thought about. Why am I not thinking about so many people's tits?
Yeah, that's going to give you nightmares. Actually, now there was some picture. Actually, that was part of why I think Tucker Carlson got sued. He got sued by someone who worked for him for only like 6 months because she said it was such a toxic work environment. And I think one of the things he had was a picture of Nancy Pelosi with just massive cleavage.
Oh.
Because there was some paparazzi photo of her in a bathing suit, and
Yeah.
everyone was like, "What?"
So
They're huge.
Okay, I was gonna say they were probably smaller than mine, but obviously at my toes.
Huge. Yeah.
They were big. She has big
huge.
boobs.
But like old lady boobs, because big boobs become very saggy
Right.
at age 950, and
Right.
when you're a witch,
and when you have
like,
no spine.
yes, and when you have like a no soul, like God is going to give you some really horrible giant tits.
It's gonna make them hard to hold up.
I bet Bill Maher still would masturbate to them.
Yeah,
Most
yeah,
likely.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna see him in that way. But
And
he
her
wears-
and Nancy Pelosi. That's going to be more disturbing, actually.
It's not surprising to me in a way about Bill Maher because on his podcast he does wear his glasses that go to the shade.
Yeah,
They darken.
not progressive.
Progresso soup.
Yes, I think that's what they're called. Yeah, they darken when
aren't they
it's
called
light,
progressive?
and progressive. I think is the ones that are like magnify different
Oh,
levels
right,
throughout
right.
the thing.
The
But
ones that turn into sunglasses.
yes, exactly.
But that's got a creep vibe.
it does
Because they never go
Yeah.
full sunglass. So it's got this kind of in between state. It's like choose. Are you wearing the sunglasses inside or are you not? Like, are you a full douche or are you not?
Yeah,
It never decides. And so
Yep.
it's got a creepy factor.
and it has. Yeah, it does, and it's like you're trying to be kind of a hippie, but you're a little too old.
And it's not the right shape for the hippie look.
It looks like he's filming in his basement, which is a little creepy. I mean, he is a creepy seeming guy, actually. Just even his weird demeanor, it really works on his show when he's in like a suit and tie. But outside of that, it seems like,
Yeah.
it's a little creepy.
Yeah. Like picture him in flip flops. I don't know. There's something.
I can't.
There's something
There's so
insidious
many
about that.
comics I can't picture. Like even David Tell, who's always in like a full hoodie. So even in the summer,
like a gas
pants,
station outfit.
Like, can you
where pump
imagine him
gas.
like on the beach with like he always has a hoodie and a hat,
Right.
like everything fully on. I'm
Right.
like, I cannot imagine
like an actual body? Like they have
in
actual
there.
bodies.
Yeah, you're like a person in
right.
there.
Weird.
Yeah.
like Nancy Pelosi is a person.
In a full bathing suit. You'll look it up.
What do you think her trimming is like?
Full bush.
Me too.
I think full
Like-
bush. I think old school.
Yeah, Barbara Bush, or she's just got a picture of
just-
Barbara Bush down there.
Or it's just like a full like silver gray thing.
Oh, yeah.
Which is probably true because
It's-
I'm sure.
It's got to be out of control.
How old is she? Is she in her 90s?
I think she's 119.
I think that's about right.
I really don't know, but I think she's in her late 80s. But it's crazy because Joy Behar, she is in her, I think she just turned 84. She does look really good. I have
She's at
no
work
idea.
for sure.
Yeah, but it doesn't look fake. I mean, she's
Yeah.
fake, but none of her work
You're right,
looks
because
fake.
she looks youngish, but she doesn't look good. But she doesn't, look her age.
in her 80s. I would say she was in her mid 70s.
She is one of the dumbest people alive. It's pretty amazing how long she's kept a career going, just being that dumb.
Yeah, it's like good on you.
Yeah.
Like if only I could figure that out.
Honest to God, like go with it. I wouldn't change either if I was
No.
able to stay afloat for that long.
And she hasn't changed her hairstyle. It's like, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Just stick with the shitty hairstyle, with the shitty ethics, with the no backbone, with all of your
shitty views,
because you've been
shitty
doing great.
attitude. Yeah.
And she did do blackface.
Oh yeah.
And it was like very much
she won't apologize for it. She
passing
acts-
off as like almost real. Like
Yeah.
there was
She tried to act because she was like, "Oh, I was a beautiful African American woman." It's like,
Yes.
no, that's still blackface.
Right.
You're dressing like a black person, and she will eviscerate Megyn Kelly for asking why it's a problem for kids who are white who want to be Michael Jackson for Halloween. Why is that a bad thing? She got fired for that. Joy Behar will go on and on forever about how she's a horrible person for saying that, and Joy Behar did blackface. Everyone who's done blackface is on the left.
there's some sort of get out of douche jail free card that gets passed around on the left.
I think that's why they go so far left, because they know there's so
Yeah.
much shit. It's what you're saying. It's like Jimmy Kimmel not only did blackface, but he did the full accent, and like his was a real offensive version of it.
Yeah, and that's
and
another.
Whoopi Goldberg when she was with Ted Danson,
Like she's still doing a black impression.
she's permanently got it going.
No, but she also has a Jewish name. Like, come on, that's appropriation.
But do you remember when she was dating what's his name? I
Yeah,
just
Ted
said it.
Danson.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he did blackface at a roast
Right.
with her. Like,
Right.
she was the one who probably talked him into it. She was fully involved, so that's on her just as much.
yeah,
So listen,
Ted was good at dancing that night because he was black. Because white people can't dance, we can't.
most,
Some of us.
there's some. Yeah, I think that's an unfair. Well, no, don't do that. That was like on one or two podcasts we've tried to like sing something, and I was like, "Oh, we can't do
we
that
did?
ever again." Yeah, like we both started on something. Hopefully, it wasn't a rap. I can't
thank
remember.
God I
what
wiped that
it
out of
was,
my
I know.
mind.
But here's the thing: it's like you say about authentic. It's like if you can be like, "Oh, I don't see why it's like we're all making jokes. We can do an accent. We can do this version of blackface because it's amongst friends and we think it's funny." But like say that if you want to, and now things have changed and we can no longer do that. And like it was a different time, and I'm sorry that I did that, but like everyone was on board and it wasn't as offensive as it is. Instead, they're like, it is the worst thing you can possibly do, but not when I did it. But everyone else who's done it throughout all of history. I mean, it's so inauthentic again.
Yeah, it's just like snakes just constantly sidewinding.
Yeah.
It's all I picture them doing constantly. And the last thing that we are going to talk about, and we could just real quick, I don't know if it's of that much interest, but Marjorie Taylor Greene and Trump like kind of breaking up or being in a fight.
Yeah.
I don't fully know what's going on, but I do know when you go through a breakup, it does stink because then you can't use your ex's stuff. Like she can't use his tanning oil anymore or his tanning lotion, and she can't use his hair dye. So that was I have nothing substantial to say about it.
Well, I wonder, speaking of that, if Jasmine Crockett, because they used to go for the jugular for each other, I wonder if she's come around to be friendly with her now that, most of the people on the left are being kind to her.
It would be hilarious if Marjorie Taylor Greene was wearing huge eyelashes because that's what they were fighting about.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, yeah, I would assume they all come around because it's just as soon as you put an arrow into the person and you turn your back on them, you are fully embraced.
Yeah.
And so I have friends who have said, aren't you embarrassed to be somewhat associated with a party that would have someone like Marjorie Taylor Greene? And it's like, yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know. She's
there's wackos on both sides for sure.
Like I would be embarrassed to be part of so many people on the left. Not everybody's going to be 100%.
And Matt Gaetz was weird on the right. I mean, there were plenty of people. Yeah, there's
but I
weirdos on both sides.
One of those friends, if I talk to them now,
they'd be like, oh, she's great.
Yeah, because she went on CNN and she talked shit about Trump.
Yeah.
And so I don't think it's a great strategy.
It's going to be really interesting to see because she's really loving the love that she's getting from the left, but she actually needs Republicans to vote for her. And I don't know how this is going to work out for her, having the most beloved Republican, pull his support.
Yeah, I think she's trying to tap in on the Republican split that's kind of happening over stuff like the Epstein files and whatever. But like, you just kind of have to know if you go up against Trump, just like the Democrats have tried a billion times, you're going to end up as Wile E. Coyote and you're going to run into the wall.
Yeah, most likely.
And so it's just don't, you're not that. Anyway, so we're going to wrap up.
Yes.
And you go. Because I'm bad at wrapping up.
I know. Follow us on, I'm so bad at knowing where to follow, but I know Spotify, YouTube,
Rate and
Instagram.
review.
Rate and review, please. Interact with us. Tell us any ideas you have. We love hearing from you.
Leave comments.
Yes, please.
If they're mean, that's fine, but only positive reviews.
Yes, exactly. Only 5 stars.
But when we say rate and review, Apple Podcasts is super important. So please rate and review on Apple Podcasts.
Okay. I still have to follow us on there, I think.
Yeah, we have some good reviews on there, but then we have like one really mean one.
Oh, no.
Or
okay.
2 1-stars.
Oh, give
and
us
one's
some good
really
reviews.
Mean. Yeah. But it's like one of those things where you're always more apt to review something when you don't like it than when you do like it.
Of course, yeah.
So if you like us, but you're kind of like, just
take the extra minute.
Yeah.
We will love you forever.
Yeah. And we'll give you some slap back.
Yeah,
whatever that is.
And hopefully not clap back.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
Till
all right.
next time. Bye.
Bye.